Okay, guys. Yeah, I know everybody's going to have to come back. hey, hey, Ian. Everybody's going to have to either refresh, come back. I don't know. Gene or whoever's, I guess I'll figure it out. So, yeah, I wanted to start a new stream, but when I came back, it was real jumpy. It was like I needed to reboot. So I went ahead and rebooted. I know it took another extra minute, but I needed to reboot so my stream wasn't jumpy. So I'm sure y'all don't mind that. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Limo. You're here. Okay. And we'll let everybody work their way back over here. We'll figure it out, guys. And I did fix my levels again, but let's see if it stayed. Let me go to it again. Levels. Okay. It wants my levels they want to adjust themselves in so they're not locking in. My Windows window, it has okay and apply. The apply is grayed out. I can't click the apply button. So I don't know if I need to make my webcam my default camera. I mean, my default mic. I'll have to look into that, Ian. Yeah, I see it processing, Ian. I don't think it's complete yet. And Mary told me this too, that while it's processing, if someone goes watches it while it's processing, you're probably only going to get the last hour. You won't see the full three whatever hours until it's fully processed. So people can go watch that video now, but you're not going to see the whole thing. So if you're watching this video later and you hear me talking about it, um, as soon as a person's done live streaming, especially if it's a long stream or if it has the chat enabled, then it will take longer to process. So yeah, and my lighting's a little light. Let's see here. Let's see if I can fix this. No, no, that's not right. Let's see that, and then this down a little. It's a little better. Hey, Mary. Yeah, so we'll give everybody a minute. Let me get my cameras. I can tell it's crooked because the stripes on my wood thing there is crooked. Uh, okay. So, hey, Debbie, everybody else popping in for the second. Is the webcam the audio default? I don't think it is, Ian. I have to go in there and see about setting it as a default. I think my Lappy mic, which I never use because I always use my webcam. Let me see if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it while I'm talking. Let's test. Let's look. Okay, so there's my. Use this Okay, it says just use this. It's only giving me the use this device and enable it, which it's enabled. Advanced. Let me go into advanced. I'm looking for anything that says make it a default. I'm not seeing where I can. Let's let me look at properties. No, that's just detailed. It's not. I'm not seeing any place where it's letting me make it a default. So it's letting me use it, but it's not letting me set it as a default. So my levels don't stay down. Like I just put the levels down again, but it's not letting me make it a default. So I don't know. We'll have to look at it later. Okay, well, we'll worry about it later, guys. I hope it's not too crackly. All right, so now for about an hour, I wanted to watercolor in Nightfall. Oh, but I did find, hang on, if you weren't here, I found Count Pugula. I found Count Pugula, guys. And if you can see, he's got stickles. He was in another portfolio, but anyway. He was in another portfolio. When I put the other ones away, I saw it sticking out. So there's Count Pugula if y'all missed the other show. And so we put stickles and glitter. So we did this at Halloween. Yes, it's Count Pugula, Hannah. Okay, and then for Ian, Jean's seen it. I was going to say for the watercolor artist here. I took this off the wall, Ian, to show you. This is one of my only watercolors that I have. Well, it's the only watercolor I've hanging up in my house. I did this in 1993. So it's quite old. I did this in let me tilt it a little. There we go. I did this in 1993 for my mother-in-law's husband, Brad, and they're both passed away since. But Brad passed away first, and when Brad passed away, Mom gave this back to me. I did this for his birthday in 1993. And so, yeah, you can see I'm trying to get my reflection off of there, but anyway. So it's called Brad's Boots. And those were his work boots that he had forever. Thank you, Ian. So I wanted to show that to you. Okay, so now let's go ahead and work in Nightfall. Thanks, everybody, for joining me again. I'll have to change the title of my other video because I put Nightfall as being part of that video, but it's not. I'll just change the title later. So... thanks, guys. All right, so I already showed you earlier that this is one that I'd already done. Let me see if I think I can click in one. That's all that I'm allowed. If that's all it lets me zoom in. It only lets me zoom in one click on my camera software. You know, without having OBS or Manicam or anything like that. That's as far as it's letting me zoom. It won't let me zoom in any further. So this is one we did a while back, maybe a month ago, and it's done with the watercolor base, and then I did color pencil over it. I have started this one. There's no video for this one. I just did this one off camera, and she's just got the watercolor, and I look so red. Let's see. Oh, no. Can't do that. Well, I guess I could. It kind of knocks back, but it takes all color really out. I don't know. Hang on, guys. Let me see if I can do a little bit here. I don't know which is better. No, that's too red. See? I'm playing with my settings. Hang on. Because I can. I don't know. That's more true color. But the other looked a little too red. I think that's better. Hi, Christy. Everybody else popping in. Okay, so this does not have any real much pencil. Yeah, see, that's not going to work. I put it on an auto thing. That's not going to work. Hang on, guys. Let me fix this again. Hang on. I don't know. Let me go here. Okay, hang on, guys. There we go. All right, I fixed it. There we go. Okay. Got to play a little bit because I got to experiment. We got to figure it out. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm not going to finish this one today. I just want to show you that this one's in progress. Oh, I got to click my chat. The one I want to do is this one. So we're going to start this one. Okay, so I'm going to get out my Jane Davenport watercolors. I got all three of her sets. This is one of her little, she sends those little ladybug magnets. Are we still here? DD chat default setting in live stream page under gearbox in chat box. I don't have a gearbox while I'm streaming though. Live stream page under, see, I don't have a gearbox here. There's no gearbox here, Mary. On my live stream window, I don't have a gearbox. And if you're watching the chat, just y'all be patient because we're all learning new YouTube. So these are my Jane Davenport watercolors. You can see they're well. Oh, set when not streaming. Okay. Chat default setting in live page under gearbox in chat box lower right. Okay, I'll forget that, Mary. I'll forget where that is, but I'll try to remember. Unless I stop right now and write that down. It will default. Okay. Okay. So are you going to stream, Janet, on YouTube? I mean, Ustream today? Thanks, Pacola. Thank you. Yeah, if you'll just message it to me, Pacola. Thanks, Mary. Mary, everybody's so helpful. Y'all are really awesome. I'm just saying, y'all are all awesome to help. Okay. So I was looking to see, Janet posted her Ustream, so I'm thinking she's going to stream on YouTube. Ustream today, Janet? Yes, going back to Ustream until you get a better internet or they throw me out. Okay. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my water bottle. I'm not going to spray it here, but I'm going to take each one of these and I'm going to go off to the side here. And I wet down the palette, right? So I'm going to just take each. I don't know what colors I'm going to use. So I'm just wetting down, spray misting all my palettes. And we're going to, let's see if I can kind of, my hair is falling down. Hang on, guys. I get situated here. So I have hair in my eyes. And I'll put all my palettes side by side because I don't know which ones I'm going to use. Does that look colorful? Okay. Now, let me take my little ladybug off there. There we go. All right. Let me get a water brush. Just going to use a water brush. And I like the Pentel, the ones that have the flared like that. And it's the small tip. Okay. So I have no idea what I want, what colors I want. Let's see. Let me move my light back over a little. There we go. I think we're good. How's that? Does that look good, guys? Is it too bright? Are we good? It's so hard to tell. All right, so my tulips, I think I want these leaves here, these big leaves here to be like a turquoise color. So let me spray a little more water in there. I want this, I got a little bit of blue and a little bit of green in there. So remember, this is going to be just the wash, okay? And then what I'll do is after I dry it, I will go in here with pencil and do the shading. So this is just a wash, and I am going to do there's a little bit of crud in there. Let me get a Kleenex. I clean my brush in between colors with just a Kleenex. I just squeeze out a little bit. I want to do, I don't want to do stickles because it's two-dimensional. Well, it's actually three-dimensional. It's too much of a dimensional bumpiness. For stickles, but I want to do like Wink of Stella or something shiny for the spider web. Okay. Oh, Christy. We love everyone that visits us, all of us, especially the Ustream gals. It's like we're like picky about being nice. So we all better be nice over here. Janet likes the winks now. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's see. I think I'll put a little more blue, squeeze out some water. Let's just put a little bit of green. I'm kind of mixing my own teal color there. And I'll get off the excess off my. There we go. So this is just a base. One of the things nice about doing a base, whether you do it with watercolor, whether you do it with watered down acrylic paints, whether you do it with Neocolor, or whatever kind of wash you put on. The thing that does, well, it does a couple things. One, it makes your coloring go faster. Having a base to work on top of with your color pencil, I think that's part of the leaf there too. It makes it go so much faster. Not that you have to hurry or anything, but we have so many color book pages we like to do, that if we can like get some of the base done, it just makes the coloring part so much more enjoyable to me. And plus, it gives your pencil a little extra tooth. So regardless of the kind of paper you're using, texture-wise, I mean, regardless of the kind of texture of your paper, whether it's real smooth or whatever, it gives your pencils some tooth to work on. Acrylic paint washes will give your paper more tooth, a little bit more tooth than watercolor or Neocolor, but it gives it something a base to work on. Yeah, Candace, yeah. Okay, so then I think I want a darker. See, I don't plan, and I know I hate to say this, but I really don't. I don't plan these out beforehand. When I go to do a color book page on the show, I'm winging it. It's like I'm picking the colors. I'm doing it all live. This isn't planned out. And I know some people go, you should plan your pages out beforehand, or pick your pencils out and let us know everything beforehand. But I just don't do that. Here's part of the thing, guys, is I want it to be fun for me too, not just fun for you guys. So, it's a give and take. Oh, okay, Jean. Oh, you got a new blade? I saw you tweet that Jean is saying that she's trying out her new premium blade on her Cameo. Is that something only for the Cameo 3, Jean? Because I have the Cameo Silhouette, like, not the newest one. So is that a new kind of blade that will fit in any Cameo? And what is it, like diamond blade, or what is it, Jean? Hey, Pamela. Oh, good. I'm so glad to have you. Thanks, everybody. Anybody new, feel free, pop in, pipe up. Titanium? I don't know. So yeah, let us know, Jean, if that's good and can does it work? Hi, Danny girl, and let us know. Nina Beaner. Hey, Heather. Let us know if you know if it works in. I think I'll use. Do I want like a bright red? I think I might want a magenta color here. I should get out another tray for a palette because I have tons of trays. Don't have to just use these little ones here, but I think I'm going to go with a magenta um, tulips. So again, this is just going to be the base, just flat coloring, trying to stay in the lines. And you can make if you like the look of watercolor and the watery, modelly look, then you can make it look like that. I mean, you can leave it like watercolory, modelly look. It doesn't have to be completely flat. It's just that I know I'm going in there with pencil. It's for all. Okay. Well, I wonder what makes it so good, Jean, or is it for like plastic and stuff? Is it like for extra thick stuff to cut with? I want to do a face to face soon, and when I do a face to face, just so that y'all just don't look at me, because I don't have Manicam and camera and all that yet. Maybe sometime I might, but not yet. And so I want to be doing something that warrants, you know, a studio view, so to speak, instead of just desktop. And so what I usually do is I usually do my Cameo silhouette cutouts on those streams, so that I'm talking to you, but I'm also doing something constructive and not just like, just talking to you face to face, not doing anything that you can't see. Because I can't do this in a face to face because then you can't see what I'm doing. But I like to do a face to face every month or couple months, anyway, 2 or 3 months, because just so y'all know, I'm not just a pair of hands. Oh, no, not a deep cut blade, just made to last longer. Oh, okay. So is it sharper, Jane? Do you think it cuts sharper? It's probably more expensive too, isn't it? So the color is just a little, there's a little bit of the true color. It's just a little flash. I could move my light back. I just don't want it to get too dark. And so there's just a base to that. Then these little flowers down here, I think I want like maybe an orangey sienna color. So it's going to look really flat until I get to the pencil part. Oh, thank you, honey. Hubs just brought me a cup of coffee. I made coffee earlier before I went, when I went to, I took that break in between to make a new video. And I never got the coffee. I just made the coffee. See it a bit more expensive, but it stays sharp longer. It'll be worth it. That's true, Jean. That's true. So what I do is I just, use the water. I'm not squeezing out any water on here. If I need extra water, I'll squeeze it out over here, or just spray it with my sprayer. But don't squeeze your water brush on your page here, because you'll get a big blob of water here. You don't want to do that. So don't squeeze it here. I'm not doing any extra water squeeze here. I'm squeezing it out here to clean the brush. So I like to clean the brown off. Now squeeze it here and clean it off. And a Kleenex just seems to work better than a paper towel because it just like soaks it up easier. So I'm just holding the Kleenex to clean in between the colors. Hey, Scoops. Welcome back. We started another video just about another, just an hour. We've been here about 30 minutes, but we did a little test and chat and whatnot. We always do that. But Janet's going to stream on at 1 on Ustream until she gets her internet upgrade or whatever she can do. She has to find out what she can do. So she's going to stream over there. Okay, so these little things, I think I want them to be like a yellow ochre color. Let me just get that a little wet again. I want these like, I'm not sure what that is, too much paint. So, you know, like Jean and Ian are, you know, thinking this isn't really watercoloring. Well, it's really not. It's base coating because it's not really a watercolor technique because I'm just using it as a wash, essentially. I use a small watercolor pad as a brush wipe off when urban sketching. That's a good idea, Mary. Mary, you haven't done any urban sketching lately, have you? I used to watch all of Mary's. Okay, so I'm going to use that same yellow ochre color up here on these bees. I'm just going to do the whole bee, that color, although even though I'll probably do it black and black stripe, I'll just pencil the stripe over the top of the bee. And I think I'll do his wings with Wink of Stella as well, some kind of glitter. So he'll be a yellow and black bumblebee, or they will be. They will be what they will be. Anyway, so it's just a wash. So Mary, yeah. Then use a background for ATC. Oh yeah, nothing wasted. Oh Mary, I'm not caught up with a lot of your videos, but I did watch your garage sale haul. Mary went. I think she has. Is it every year, Mary? You have a big yard sale, like miles of yard sale that you go to. I didn't catch where you went, but Mary did an awesome yard sale haul video. Mary Altier, if y'all are here, just go follow her channel and click the dots and ring the bell. But I love that. Reminds me of a pen and watercolor pen. Haven't been out urban sketching this year. Y'all distract me. I know. Now you started doing live shows, Mary. I think, Mary, do you stream every Friday night, Mary? I'm not sure. Because I'm never there live. I don't make it to many night shows. I'm a night reader. Because I really can't see color well at night. So I'll either just do sketching at night or reading at night. And then I'll fall asleep usually to, you know, a YouTube video on my iPad because I don't chat or anything. But I don't make it to live shows at night. This was a church sponsored, but it's okay. Yeah. So anyway, I think I want, what color of another green? I think I want kind of an olivey green. Oh wait, here's a good one. This one right here. Let's get some of that out. And again, I know I'm not telling you all the colors I'm using or anything. I'm just, nope, too dark. Let me add a little bit of water over here to that. But I love, you got a lot of good stuff. Or like Mary's going, and this was just $1. And this one was $1. So cute, Mary. I loved watching your yard sale haul recording. And I will have to figure out, guys, because I can't zoom in anymore. My on YouTube, my camera settings will not let me zoom in any further than this. So it's not my software because I think it's just YouTube has, like, unless you have Manicam or a, you know, you're running OBS or something where you have more control. And I'll say another thing here in a minute. And where you have more control, controls of the controls. This is as far as I can zoom in right now. Although Mark messaged me and told me that if you go on YouTube, and again, I really can't keep up. If y'all are knowing what's going on with this or know how this works, I can't really follow too much right now. But yeah, you got those. I know. Sorry. Rabbit trail. Mary got Spellbinder dies. You know, they're like 20 bucks a die or something. She got them for $1 each. She got like 5 of them, Mary, something like that. 3 big ones and a couple small ones. Anyway, Mark said that if you do a live, go under Hangout rather than live. Now, I still haven't tried any of this, and I don't know if you have to use OBS to do. No, I don't think you have to use OBS to do it, because I've done Hangouts before and I didn't use OBS. So, but if you go under the Hangouts, even if you're not hanging out with anybody, but if you go to broadcast as a Hangout, there's more setting options you can use. So I'm not sure why or what. We'll figure it all out, guys. It's, you know what, to me, it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun learning all the new stuff. So we don't know, we don't know how to do everything yet. So it's kind of like a challenge, and it's kind of like, interesting to try new things. What mediums are you using? No, this is watercolor. These are these are the Jane Davenport watercolor sets. I have all 3 sets. I have them all open right here so that I can use whatever ones I want. They're just watercolor. Yeah, they're watercolor. So I think it's kind of fun to, it's a challenge, learning new settings and new things, and asking your friends, well, what are you using? Does this work? And and people are messaging me, well, what did you use with this? And did that work? Well, no, that didn't work. Well, what about this? I don't know. I haven't tried that yet. Have you tried that yet? No, I haven't tried that yet either. All that stuff. No, it has Mary, it has lots. I can, on Ustream, it has about six zooms. It has about 6 clicks to zoom, but for whatever reason, YouTube Live will not let me click more than once. It'll only let me, I can see it moving. Maybe Jean can test hers and see if she, no, because she's on Manicam. See, if you're using OBS or Manicam, or there's another one, I forget the one Heather uses, then for whatever reasons, your settings are more free. It frees your settings. But I'm just using just live, and I should probably talk wider because I know my levels probably didn't lock in. But no, they have a bunch of zooms, but with live, with YouTube Live, I can zoom in and out like one thick one in, one out. But on Ustream, I could zoom in like really close. No, my camera does zoom in beyond. Mary, normally, let's say, like if I'm on Ustream, I can zoom in about 6 clicks. It won't let me here on live. So it has the capability because I did it on Ustream. But for whatever reason, I can't click in more than 2 clicks here. Yeah, Jean's also on a Mac and has she's downloaded some special apps and stuff. So yeah. Yeah, I can just click over to it. I have the icon on the desk bar on my toolbar, Debbie. I just click over to my advanced settings. I have advanced settings in my C920, but it doesn't click past 2 on YouTube, the zoom setting. I can get to mine live right now too. I am at my Logitech software, Ian. I have my Logitech software open. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look, I'm going to open my Logitech software. All right, so look, I'm going to zoom out. That's as far as I can zoom out. I can zoom in, and I see my bars there, but it won't let me zoom further than that. Okay, that's as close as I can zoom in. How much can I zoom when I'm not live? Like right here, Mary. I can click in 6 times. Yeah. The zoom setting is what is stopping me from. Yeah, yeah. Um, it works on Ustream. What we need to do is ask somebody else that has a C920 if when they're on live if their Zoom works. It just doesn't work on mine. Yeah, I can click in 6 times, like that, Mary, on Ustream. So anyway, we'll figure it out, guys. Okay, so now I got my base coat there done, and that's probably all I really want to watercolor. If I do anything else color wise, I don't know what I want to do with the background because I don't really want to paint the background. I just want to leave the background. Let me show you what I've done on, because y'all know I usually love to paint the backgrounds. On this one, what I did, and it's a little flashed out. I think my light needs to go. Oh, there we go. My light needed to go over just a little. On this one, I watercolored it all in, and then here's my zoom, Mary. Here's my zoom. uh, yeah, your phone camera zooms on you too. Yeah, we used to sit in D's. It's the YouTube live camera thing. No, no, Ian, I'm using my Logitech software. I mean, my Logitech software is running. I can click on my Logitech software icon. It opens up my Logitech software, and I'm using that Zoom. As far as that's the only Zoom I know. I don't know any other Zoom on YouTube on live. It's just my Logitech camera software. Same thing for all my other settings. Everything else works. Like, look here. Let me go to my advanced settings. Look, I can darken it. I can darken. I can do different white balances. I can do the color intensity. Where's my hand so I can see? I can do the gain. I can do the exposure. I can do all this stuff. I can do all this stuff I'm on my Logitech software right now doing all this, right? And I'm just kind of probably messing everything up. But the Zoom will only let me do this. Well, now it's not even letting me. There it goes. No, it's not. Now there it goes. See, it's letting me do this and one in. It won't let me. It won't let me click any more in. Oh, you know what? I just saw Ian or anybody. I just saw in my camera settings mirrored and normal. Now, if I mirror it now, let me click mirrored. Oh, it won't let me change it midstream. I wonder if that would that unmirror it for me? But I wouldn't want it to be mirrored on the recording. I'll have to play with that. See, we see all this stuff. Okay, I got a little dark there. The thing you are streaming on, there are several ways to stream on YouTube. One is called camera, and it's limited. Well, where do I go then? Where do I go, Ian, if I don't stream? Ian? anyway, so what I did on the background here is I put watercolor. I just watercolor washed the background there, and then I put in my own little what do you call it, moss. I'm sorry, Ollie. It's the Nightfall. Maria Trolle, Nightfall. Yeah. Ian knows too much for me to capture in one conversation. Oh, but you guys would be reversed. Okay, well then I don't want to do that. I'll just suck it up and watch it in mirror. Okay. All right, so let's go back to the spider web now. You can create events and do hangouts or do a simple setup called camera. Well, that's what I guess what I'm doing is just going with my camera, right? Ian, you need to visit the U.S. and come visit. Okay, so now what I got to decide is, do I want it? I think I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it on this one. Just do some. We'll just do some pencil because I'm almost out of time. I'm only going to work on about 15 more minutes. Okay. So now for Winka Stella, or wait, what about Posca? What about the shimmer Poscas? Maybe we need to try that because I got my shimmery Poscas here. Hang on, I lost a couple, fell back. Hang on, a couple fell back in my. There we go. I have the purple thing. No, what color do I want the spider web to be? Do I want it to be maybe pink and purple? Or do I want it to be teal? No, well, yeah, maybe teal. I don't know. Let me see what color teal this is. I mean, let me see what compared to the watercolor here. It probably won't show up. I'll probably need pink or purple. Maybe I'll do a purple spider web with pink. No, I think I want teal jewels. Yeah, so we're going to go with purple, and these are the shimmery. They're not really glitter. It looks like glitter on here, but they're really shimmery. So if you are on that camera app for YouTube, it's limited a lot of what you can do. Yeah. Well, this is the only way I know how to stream right now, Ian. Just click the camera and go. It's really easy, and that it is easy. But maybe you are limited to what Ian, what you would know. Okay, so I'm going to do purple shimmer spider webs. So I'm just going to go right over the webs. And you won't be able to see the sparkle. Let me make sure all the glittery stuff is shaken up here. You probably won't be able to see very much until I tilt it. Tilt it sideways to see the shimmer. And I'm going to do the little dewdrops, almost like blue or teal, like jewels. We're going to learn it, guys. We'll learn it. Have I tried just hitting Control plus or minus to zoom? No, I can try that. If I get disconnected, I'm blaming you, Anne. Don't want me to try? I got to turn this sideways to draw a straight line. Ian, is Anne trying to get me disconnected? Oh, thanks, mods. Y'all are right on that. I'll tell you, my mods are quick. They got quick boots. They don't have on boots. They got on Nikes. They kick with Nikes, boy. Those mods are quick. So, and said, no, I won't get disconnected. Okay, I'll try it. Hang on just a minute. Let me get these lines drawn straight here. See, I'm one of those people that I really love technology. You got to understand, I'm also all completely self-taught. Well, self-taught with friends, like Gene or whoever, I mean, when I first got my first desktop, a big old compact that cost about $2,000 back in '93. I don't even remember my first personal desktop. And Hubster set up my AOL. Now y'all already know I love my AOL still. I have a Gmail too, but I mean, I use AOL for my you guys to mail me. And so he set up my computer, and he goes, well, there you go. And I looked at it and I go, and now mind you guys, first let me back up. Beep, beep, beep. I have worked with computers over the years since the 80s, right? But they weren't Windows, right? They were just, like data entry type computers, with big mainframes in another room, those kind. But as far as a desktop Windows, I'd never used it before at that time. And so he goes, there you go. And I looked at him, I go, well, what's that little red X in the corner? That's how, and then I went from there. Now, here, mind you, let me tell y'all this too. If any of y'all ever did like IRC, chat rooms, IRC, or any of those things, and there's some configuring to do. To me now, it would be nothing to configure it. But then the main reason I wanted to get my desktop is because one of my friends, she goes, you need to get a computer, a desktop. I said, what for? I didn't know I would want one. And she said, because you can talk to people all over the world. I went, what? What do you mean, talk to people all over the world? And I'll back up in a minute and tell you my email story when I went back to college before I got the computer. Anyway, so I said, why would I want to talk to people all over the world? I said, what do you remember IRC, Mary? Yeah. And she goes, no, it's awesome. There's these chat rooms and there's all kinds of topics and you can go and talk to people about all kinds of topics. And I went, well, okay. So Hubster, for my birthday, anniversary, Christmas gift, got me a big compact desktop, right? Vic set it up for me and goes, there you go. And that's when I said, what's the little red X mean? I went from that to less, I think it was over the weekend. I was going to say the same day. It might have taken me over the weekend. I went in, I figured out how to do IRC, configure it, and I was talking to people in chat rooms by the end of the weekend. I was determined to learn how to do it. So it's just like this. I'm determined. I'll learn all the settings and everything here. Okay, so let me see if this shimmers for you. Let's see if I can get it to shimmer. It's pretty thin. It's not glittery like Stickles, but it's pretty shimmery, but I can't capture the light on it. Trust me, it's shimmery. So now I'm going to take the teal color and do the dots, the dewdrops. Okay, so I'll have time for one more story. You know what? I'm just going to do a couple here because this will take me about 10 minutes probably to do all these little dots. I just want you to see them. I'll do a few because I want to do a little bit back. And this was before I had my desktop, right? This was before I had my desktop. And again, I'd use computers a lot, the kind, I don't even know what they're called, but the kind that you could do data entry and searches for the company you were working with. It wasn't like international or anything, right? It was more like a glorified keyboard, and the mainframe that printed out all your printouts and everything was in the other room, and you had to go get your printouts. But anyway, so before I got my first desktop, I had gone back to college, and I was in an English class. Okay, this will tell you how long ago it was. Um, and the teacher, and I'm always one, I make straight A's, 4.0. I'll do all the homework. I'm the one that sits in the front of the class, go, oh, I have a question. I'm in my 30s, right? And all these 18-year-olds are going, come on now. They're rolling their eyes. Let's don't ask any of your questions. I want to get out of here. But then I would have them come up to me sometimes and go, I'm so glad you asked that question because I was too embarrassed to ask. Well, I'm never embarrassed. I just don't get embarrassed that easily. So I would ask the teacher all the questions. Now, mind you, you know how loud I talk. Y'all know. I'm probably crackling right now. Y'all know how loud I talk. So the teacher goes, okay, so everybody make sure before you leave today to go to the library and get signed up for an email. Now, I know y'all are going to bust out laughing at this. Most of the girls here that know me already know this story. I guess I'm just continuing on these dots here. And so I raised my hand, and it just so happened I was at the back of the room this day in this class. And she goes, yes, Dee Dee, what, you have a question? I went, yes. You said to go to the library and get our email set up. She goes, yes. I went, ready? Wait for it. Yes, I was that girl. I said, where do we pick up the key for our mailbox? And everybody in the room started snickering because, it's a bunch of 18-year-olds, right? They all started snickering at me. I went, what? And I didn't understand why everybody was laughing at me. I went, what's everybody laughing at? And I was just looking around the room like, what? She goes, Dee Dee, just go to the library. Go to the library and they'll explain it to you. I went, okay. Oh my goodness. So when Hubster gave me the desktop, not shortly after that, he said, there you go. And I said, well, what's that red X in the corner? And he kind of looked at me and just kind of shook his head and said, you'll figure it out. So now I'm going to do a Control Plus. Let's see what happens. We're going to Control Plus people. It's not doing anything. I have to do Control Shift Plus. Control. See, it's not doing anything. Oh, wait. It moved me to the side. Did it move me to the side? Did it do anything? Oh, you know what it did? It zoomed in on my chat. It made my chat bigger. Okay. I'm good with that. It didn't zoom in my screen, but it made my chat big. Yay, Anne. Okay, so Control Plus made my chat bigger, which is good for me. Jean. Well, Jean probably has all kinds of tricks on her Mac, but that would be you, Pamela. I missed what Eileen said. So yeah, that was awesome. Control Plus made my chat bigger. Do you think I need to click on my screen? Let's see if that does anything. Control Plus. No, it's just making my chat. Now it's too big. It made it at 150%. Yeah, let's go back. 120, I think, was good enough. It didn't zoom in on my screen, but it did zoom in. I know I can separate the chat from my screen, and that would probably make my screen bigger, but I'm talking about zooming in for you guys. The chat screen now, that was awesome, man. Made my chat type. It made my chat type bigger, but I'm trying to zoom in for you guys. Like, get closer, write it down on a Post-it. Yeah, I better, right? Okay. Margaret, I know, I do need to. Okay, so Control plus for and minus for chat, type, font, size. Okay, got it. Yeah, see, Jean knows she does the Mac commands. Yeah, I'm not on a Mac, but I wanted to try to zoom in for you guys. I do too. See, I love learning new computer things. I love technology. I love my phone. I love my iPad. I love it all. Trust me, I love my phone. Okay, so we got about, let me do one flower here, guys, before we go over to Janet's. So, and if Janet's already set up, y'all go ahead, go over there. I'll be there I'll be there. Well, I got to eat something. I got to eat before I get over there. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to bring my pencils back over here. Let's get a lavender, a white. I'll just get a couple colors here, and a dark. Here we go. Let's go with these colors. Let me sharpen that. That control works for all web pages. Oh, thanks, Jean. You can see how I don't ever need to zoom. If I zoom with my camera settings. And y'all remember, I am not a digi artist. The most digi I do is on Procreate on the iPad. Oh, I do a little bit of Photoshop, edit photo stuff. Back when I was scrapbooking and stuff like that. But as far as doing digital, which, by the way, just saying, I would love to learn digi, like everything that you can do in Photoshop. I just have Photoshop Elements. I would love that, but it's a time thing, guys. It's a time learning curve, It's the time thing. It's not the I could learn it. It takes time, and that would take stream time away from you guys. Yeah, y'all grab Janet's link there for her Ustream channel. I'm just going to work on this flower. So, and I'm recording. Y'all can come back and see I do this flower if you need to. I mean, So here's what I mean by contrast. So I'm going to get nice dark here in the shadows, like right in here in these shadows in the inside of the flower here. And you'll see the difference between one flower and the other here. But anyway, so there's my funny story. Yeah. Right along the bend there. Yeah, I know, Eileen. You're my digi hero, Eileen. I would pay you to teach me if I had time. If I had time to learn it. But, Okay, so there's a little bit there. Now I'm going to take my white and get me some nice highlights here. It doesn't have to stay white. You can go over it and knock it back so it's not pure white, but I want to make sure I don't lose those highlights. So I'm only going to be using 3 colors here. I just have to keep repeating. I can do all those. Yeah, you can, Limo. And, and sometimes it takes people to teach you or help you. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, this group is awesome for helping each other. So, Eileen, if you're still here, what are you going to tell Janet to do today? What are you going to tell her to do? Eileen and Janet are kind of like co-streamers, although Eileen, the ETEE, the enabler elf, because she's an enabler. She and Janet, Janet does all the, it's kind of like Janet's the hard drive or the hardware, and Eileen's the software. Thanks. She's going to finish. Oh, you got to do some more string art? I did watch that recording, Jan. I wasn't there when you did it, but I did watch that recording. That was awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go back with a little more white here. I'm just using 3 colors, although I might use a little black just in the deep, dark recesses of the flower. But I sure enjoy this. I'm having so much fun over on YouTube. Thanks all y'all like Mary LTA and the other YouTube live girls. Thank you. And guys, Ian, thank you guys for welcoming us so nicely to the I mean, I've been on YouTube for 5 years. I mean, you know, I just haven't done live. Oh, that's brown. I don't want brown. I want black. But everybody's so welcoming to those of us coming over from Ustream over to YouTube. So really appreciate all the warm wishes and welcomes. And, you know, if you come over to our channel here or any of the girls that came over from Ustream, you'll find they're all very welcoming. I mean, they're very friendly and very, you know, sharing and caring and, you know, all that. Okay, now I'm going to go over the black with the magenta again. This is Dahlia purple. I'm just going to go over that so it's not, it like knocks the black back a shade, but it's still very deep. A little bit darker around the corners there. Now I'm going to go back with the hot pink and just kind of blend that in. Blend that Dahlia purple in. And then maybe just a little bit more white. Just have a couple places that really pop. So there we go. So you can see we went from, oh, thanks, Christy. So there we go from just the watercolor base to that. So, but having that base coat on there just makes all the difference to me. Okay. So I hope y'all enjoyed. This is the second stream. Again, I'll make sure, you know, they're retitled because the first one mentioned this book, and I did not do anything with this book except show the book, part 1. Let me see if I can back out one here. There we go. So, yeah, you're welcome, guys. You're welcome. Yes, Prisma, you are a cray girl that loves me. I know. I love you too, Prisma girl. Okay, guys. And thanks, Ian. And thanks to all the mods. And thanks, Ian, for all your help and advice. So, all right, guys. Y'all have a good day. You're welcome. Thanks, Margaret. Thanks, Pamela, Wendy, Cracked Heart Studio. Oh, Cracked Heart Studio. I don't think I've ever met you. I have to. I'll have to catch you next time. I'll go find you on Ustream. Hey, Ange. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.